facilities, which include over 13 labs worldwide and a global operations staff of almost 2,000 people. These investments in expertise, manufacturing, and technology strengthen our industry-leading quality and operational capabilities, including ISO accreditation for all quality control laboratories and NSF certification for some facilities. But here's the big news. At the end of 2016, we have shown the ability to exceed our goal of making over 60% of Herbalife products in-house and offering more than 1,600 product access points around the world. This means that more Herbalife products than ever are crafted under Herbalife's hands-on approach to quality assurance, and members have more convenient access to products than ever before. As it is, in-house production volume at our Herbalife innovation and manufacturing facilities is staggering. The 800,000 square foot HIM facility in Winston-Salem alone can produce more than 150 million units of powders, tea, and aloe per year. That's more than 600,000 units per day. Across the country, in Lake Forest, California, our HIM facility can produce 140,000 canisters of powder, as well as 100,000 bottles of herbal aloe each day. At HIM Changsha, we can output more than 4 metric tons per day of powdered extracts. And HIM Suzhou can produce 2.4 million bottles a month, or 35 million annually. And Herbalife has added a production facility in Nanjing in 2016 to support China's growth. And will be adding more and more product access points in the future, allowing for even more convenient access to Herbalife products. Members can look forward to an exciting variety of new products in new flavors with more customization to suit everyone's nutritional needs. Watch for the latest as we continue to deliver on our promise to meet the world's growing demand for quality nutrition. Herbalife Nutrition has the power to help people attain their best self. We strive to craft the finest nutrition products on the market with the highest quality ingredients to help our customers achieve their wellness goals. We do this through responsible sourcing, scientific research, and continued commitment to investment in operations, research, and development. Our efforts have paid off. The worldwide demand for our products is enormous. Our Formula One nutritional shake mix is available in a total of 28 flavors across all of our markets. And we offer our customers a wide range of other customizations and options across our product lines. It's a high achievement in product excellence that Herbalife can meet such high demand with such superior quality. To accomplish this, we match the brightest minds in nutrition science with the best ingredients from trusted farmers and world-class suppliers. Our 14-step seed-to-feed process ensures that our products meet or exceed a variety of industry standards and quality. It starts in the fields where our ingredients come from their natural sources. Soy from American farmlands, aloe from Mexico, and tea from China, and continues all the way to the customer. We have more than 300 staff scientists worldwide, 36 of which are PhDs. And our R&D team and Nutrition Advisory Board are specialists in nutrition, science, and health. Their expertise is essential to the making of new Herbalife products and training Herbalife members on their proper use and benefits. Between 2009 and 2017, we invested over $270 million in our own production facilities, which include over 13 labs worldwide and a global operations staff of almost 2,000 people. These investments in expertise, manufacturing, and technology strengthen our industry-leading quality and operational capabilities, including ISO accreditation for all quality control laboratories and NSF certification for some facilities. But here's the big news. At the end of 2016, we have shown the ability to exceed our goal of making over 60% of Herbalife products in-house and offering more than 1,600 product access points around the world. This means that more Herbalife products than ever are crafted under Herbalife's hands-on approach to quality assurance, and members have more convenient access to products than ever before. As it is, in-house production volume at our Herbalife innovation and manufacturing facilities is staggering. The 800,000 square foot HIM facility in Winston-Salem alone can produce more than 150 million units of powders, tea, and aloe per year. That's more than 600,000 units per day. Across the country, in Lake Forest, California, our HIM facility can produce 140,000 canisters of powder, as well as 100,000 bottles of herbal aloe each day. At HIM Changsha, we can output more than 4 metric tons per day of powdered extracts. And HIM Shuzhou can produce 2.4 million bottles a month, or 35 million annually. And Herbalife has added a production facility in Nanjing in 2016 to support China's growth. And we'll be adding more and more product access points in the future, allowing for even more convenient access to Herbalife products. Members can look forward to an exciting variety of new products in new flavors with more customization to suit everyone's nutritional needs. Watch for the latest as we continue to deliver on our promise to meet the world's growing demand for quality nutrition.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, welcome to the Herbalife Nutrition Wellness Tour 2020. Before we begin, let us review some of our house rules. Okay, so participants are encouraged to use full name on display profile. Again, it is recommended that you switch on video mode during the entire event. We'd be glad to see your happy faces. Kindly use active speaker view to video layout settings. Position your cameras properly. Be mindful of background noise as a courtesy to the speaker and to others attending the event, especially later during the question and answer. Please put your cell phones on silent mode. If you have questions or clarifications, you may send a direct message to Q&A through the chat box. We will also give you a chance to ask questions during the Q&A. Okay, that's it. Oh, it's so great to see you once again for the Herbalife Wellness Tour. This morning, we're so excited about our guest speaker for today. So this monthly wellness tour that we have been doing for the past month is one of the highlights of the year for us here in Herbalife, wherein we update you with the latest in nutrition, health, fitness, and wellness. And we are so glad that you have been joining us for the past months on our sessions. Now, to continue with to start off with our program, it is my pleasure to introduce our General Manager for Herbalife Philippines, Mr. Sridhar Rajagopalan.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes, it's clear, Sridhar. Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much, Chamin, and good morning, everyone. I want to acknowledge the presence of all the media friends here and my colleagues, and some of my corporate colleagues from the APAC. And most important, we have today is our guest speaker, Dr. Nathaniel Viuniski, who, in spite of being very late in the night, he has joined in today's, media meet. So once again, guys, I want to welcome all the media friends here who have continuously supported Herbalife Nutrition. Thank you very much. And, today we have a very, very good speaker, Dr. Nathaniel Viuniski. He is a member of Herbalife Nutrition Advisory Board based in Brazil. Okay, he's a medical expert in the areas of nutrition and obesity. And today he's going to talk about mental health, longevity, quality of life. I'm sure you're going to really enjoy his talk. Briefly about Herbalife. Herbalife is a premier global nutrition company providing the best nutrition and weight management product in the world. And in the present situation, there's always a huge demand for quality nutrition product and coaching and guiding. Herbalife as a company, we give a lot of information to our coaches indirectly. They work with the customers and direct them to lead a very healthy, active lifestyle. Not only that, in the present situation, Herbalife has not stopped in coaching people, because most of the time we have shifted to the digital format, but we are continuing to share, and educate our customers. And today also, this media meet is also being done virtually to make sure that our media people have all the information which can help them to continue to be the brand ambassador and communicating in the marketplace. Now, Herbalife also recently, last month you all joined that we had a first time, the 40th anniversary virtual run, and it was very successful. And there are many people running at home, walking in the seat and posting it, and it was a grand success. Of course, we are collecting all the information. In the next meeting, we'll definitely share those information with you. Herbalife will continue to promote champion initiatives, and that will improve the nutrition, overall health, and ensure people lead a healthy and active lifestyle. Okay, and also we are now in this today's presentation, we are also emphasizing the importance of healthy aging, how balanced nutrition, regular exercise, or staying physically active are the key factors in order to achieve optimum health outcomes. Okay, of course, there is also recently Asia Pacific Herbalife conducted a healthy aging survey, and I'm sure Dr. Nathaniel will briefly cover those during his presentation. Okay, the object is to properly educate consumer on the essential step to healthy aging. Okay, Herbalife Nutrition is the partner of every Filipino in their healthy, active lifestyle journey towards aging healthy, improving quality of life. And Herbalife will continue to bring its message of good nutrition to larger audience and help people to live better lives. Now, I wanted to once again, thank Charmin and team and all the organizers, media people, and guest speaker for being in today's media meet. Okay, Herbalife Nutrition is sharing the gift of good health to everyone, not only during the holiday season, but all year round. Okay, the best gift we can give ourselves is that living well and getting healthier. Happy holidays to you all. Sending the best wish filled with love and hope for the coming year. Stay safe and healthy, and see you in 2021. And thank you very much for joining today. Please enjoy the presentation from our doctor, and I'm sure you'll get all the information you need. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you very much. Back to you, Chairman.
Thank you so much, Shidar. It's always refreshing to see you, and by welcoming always our media, you make them feel so warm, and the warmth of Herbalife, the culture of Herbalife, you stand for that kind of culture of Herbalife. So our media guests and bloggers, they always feel they're welcome to us here in Herbalife. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce the marketing manager of Herbalife Nutrition Philippines, Miss Marie Segismundo, who will introduce our guest for this morning. Hello, Marie. Good morning.
Good morning, Charm. Thank you so much for that. Good morning, everyone. I can see familiar faces, familiar names on the screen. Thank you so much for, again, joining us in today's event. So today, I will be introducing to you, and it's really my honor to introduce to you our special guest speaker. So let me read through to you his very great credentials. He's a member of the Herbalife Nutrition Advisory Board based in Brazil. He had his medical degree in medicine with specialization in nutrition and pediatrics. He had activities in the area of clinical nutrition and weight management, scientific consultant of the Catholic University of Brasilia, and he is a coordinator of the postgraduate specialization course on obesity of the Brazilian Center of Systemic Studies Department in San Pablo. and he was a former national coordinator of the Healthy School Program and chief doctor of the Nutrition Service of Unimed Hospital in Caxias do Sul. Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our speaker for today, Dr. Nathaniel Viuniski.
Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, my friend. Thank you very much, Marie. Thank you very much, Frida, Charmaine, all media people. You forgot to mention that I am the happiest doctor in the world to deserve to be with you this morning. It's a really huge pleasure for me to share my knowledge and to exchange information with these wonderful people from Philippines. You know, it's my first time in Philippines virtually, but I am looking forward to be with you very, very soon. And today we are going to talk about a very interesting and actual matter, because we are talking about healthy aging. And everybody, you know, when we talk about weight management, some people don't want to lose weight or to gain muscle, but everyone, 100% of people want for itself, for its family to become older with health, with good mood, with good brain, and with ability to travel around. So it's going to be a very interesting talk. I will share my screen. And here we go. I think you can. This is the moment we cross our fingers and ready. So we are going to speak more or less 30 minutes about mental health, longevity, and healthy lifestyle. I want you to interact. When we finish, we're going to have a Q&A, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions, okay? So, first thing I want to share with you, and I want to have in your mind, that we are not going to talk about anti-aging. In Herbalife nutrition philosophy, in my expertise, there is no anti-aging, because we cannot stop, it's not possible to stop the clock of time and aging, but we can talk about healthy aging. And there is a lot of science, there is a lot of studies on healthy aging. And one of the most important studies from MacArthur in the university is the successful aging study. And in this very important paper, we can know that for us to get age with autonomy, what is autonomy? Taking care of my life, making my own decision, to grow older and can decide where I want to go, where I want to visit my family, what I want to eat. This is autonomy. And for you to aging with autonomy, only 30% of the factors became from your genes that you heard from your father and mother. 70% got to do with your lifestyle. So for the factors that allowed you to age with autonomy, 30% is genetic, but 70% is in your very hands, got to do with your lifestyle, the way you eat, the way you exercise your body and your brain, the way you handle your body composition. We are going to talk about muscle and fat, the supplements you take, and it's very important, your purpose in life, your social life, what you really want to do with your time in this planet. So this is very important for us to understand that 70% is in our very, very hands. I bring here some examples of successful aging. And the most important, the most brilliant one is Madame Jeanne Calment. Jeanne Calment, she passed away in 1997 with the age of 122 years old. She was, when we are celebrating the century of death of Van Gogh, she was the only person alive that met Van Gogh. And Madame Jeanne Calment rode her bike until 100 years old. She smoked cigarettes until 117 years old. And her secret of longevity was to eat more or less 1 kilo of dark chocolate every week. And she used to consume in diet and using in her skin olive oil. So is one of most important. She is the oldest person that we have comprovation that the birth age and the death age. So this is Madame Jeanne Calment. But Ernestine Schaeffer, she's still alive. Now she is celebrating 84 years, and she is the oldest bodybuilder in the world. She is active with 80 years, and her history is very interesting because until the age of 65, Ernestine Schaeffer was sedentary and she was depressed. She learned from her physician that physical activity was good for the mood, for depression. She started to work out at the age of 56, and she married her personal training. And until now, she have one protein shake every day after her workout. So this is Ernestine Schaeffer. And if you think that bodybuilding is easy with 84 years old, I want to introduce you Mr. Fauja Singh. He is from India, and he is the oldest marathon man. He ran his last marathon at the age of 101 years old. He is in the Bangkok Marathon. He got the time of 8 hours, 25 minutes, but I want to challenge everyone here in this room to run a marathon 42 kilometers with 101 years. So it's possible to grow older with health, good mood, good brain, and good body health. And this is from World Health Organization. The world is getting older. Here we have the population over 60 years old. In 1990, we have 500 million of people around the world with 60 years or more. In 2017, we have double, 1 billion. And pay attention that we are in 2020, exactly in the middle between 2017 and 2050. And from 2017 to 2050, we are going to double again 2 billions of people around the world, 60 years or more. And in 2100, we are expecting to have 3 billion of people with 60 years or more. So people are becoming older, but the bad news is that at the same time that life became longer, people are not healthier. At my office, I see older people every day, and I can't remember a patient of mine with 50 years or more that take no medicine. So people are living longer, but they stay not healthy at the same proportion, okay? So in Asia, people get older even faster than around the world. Globally, we have more or less 8.5% of population with 65 years or more. But in Asia, in 2000 we have double, 17%, and we are expecting at the year 2015 that more or less 36% of Asian people 5 years old. Countries around Asia and Pacific region, questioning about healthy aging and the definition, and we ask a lot of questions. I think that Charmaine and Marie will share with you this survey. And the biggest concern on healthy aging is to being mentally and active, sharp. So this is so important why we are going to talk about health, aging, and brain. We can see that the concern about aging is very important in our region, from Indonesia to Australia. And here in Philippines, 65% of population is really concerned about aging. And we want to know what about the confidence in healthy aging. We can see the range from 61% from Indonesia to 25% in Australia. And in Philippines, we are at the middle of the range. 43% of Philippines are confident in healthy aging. And what people are doing about it, there is a lot of steps that we can assume. And the most important for our consumers got to do with nutrition. 73% are making better nutrition choices, 69% engaging in regular physical activities, and so on. And when we ask about the supplements people are taking, you can see in Philippines, 75% of people are taking multivitamins and minerals, calcium, protein supplements. So we are going to go deeper in why this supplementation is so important. And when we ask about the composition of a typical meal, you can see in Philippines, 43% is protein, 38% is carbohydrate, and 19% fat, and mainly deep fried food. So we really got to make some changes in this compound of our meat. But come back to brain health, we can see in this graphic that as the time passes by, the years are going, the incidence and prevalence of memory loss and dementia is growing. If we can live exactly as Madame Clement lived at the age of 122, we can see that almost 100% of people will get some sort of dementia or memory loss. And we got to prevent it very early in life, how I pretend to show to you. And what is the most common complaints regarding aging and memory? The most common complaints got to do with names and faces, where we put things, wallets and keys, forgetting an appointment or plan, and forgetting a word or name that we should have in the tip of our tongue. So this is the most common complaints, and I'm quite sure that many of all of us sometimes are facing these challenges. And doctor, what is the causes of dementia? You know, Alzheimer's disease is the most frequent cause of dementia. Vascular disease, Lewy body disease, Parkinson, Huntington's disease, frontal dementia, head injury. So this is so important when we bike, when we ride our motorcycle, to use helmets. Metabolic and nutritional issues like B12 vitamins, thiamine, thyroid, and hepatic and kidney issues. Medications, mainly sleeping pills. You know, people that used to have a lot of sleeping pills is one important causes of dementia. Infections like HIV, syphilis, meningitis, and now COVID-19, we have some patients that have some brain and memory issues, depression, normal pressure, hydrocephalus, some cancers, and some autoimmune disorders. So those are the most common causes of memory issues. And we have a word challenge with this subject, because following World Health Organization, last year we have more or less 463 million of people with diabetes, 50 million with dementia, 70% of those cases with Alzheimer's disease. And we know that exercise and good diet lower the risk, but less than 30% of people exercise regularly. And in 2025, we are expecting to have 2.3 billion of people overweight around the world. And from those, more than 700 million will become clinical obese. So this is a very important challenge that we need to understand and to prevent. And when we talk about brain health, people, it's not only memory. What we call cognitive functions got to do with mental energy, attention, the ability to stay early in the morning learning about brain health, memory, of course, but thinking and mood. You know, mood is very important component of brain health. All of those make part of the cognitive functions. And brain health and Alzheimer's prevention is in everybody's mind. So I think we're going to have a very nice discussion after I finish here. And of course, dementia and memory loss got to do with diet and obesity. We have a Swedish research that study 8,534 twins age 65 or older, and 30% of those are overweight or obese. And the risk for dementia was double in those overweight and fourfold in the obese people. So the most weight and most fat you have on your body, the worse is the risk for memory loss and dementia. This is a very important point of discussions. So obesity increases your risk, but on the other hand, lose weight improves memory. We have this 109 bariatric surgery patients with 41 control subjects. And after 12 weeks, 4 months after surgery, the bariatric surgery patients demonstrated a very important improved memory and concentration. So lose weight is very important to improve your memory. And what nutrition got to do with memory and dementia risk? You know, midlife obesity increase late life dementia. So the older you became obese, the worse is for your brain. On the other hand, omega-3 fats protects your brain from fish, from nuts, and from supplements. Lower the risk from Alzheimer's disease. Antioxidants from fruit and vegetables is very important to protect your brain. And Mediterranean diet, you know, a lot of fruits, vegetables, legumes, cereal, fish, and minimal milk and meat really protect your brain. So this is very important information to protect our brain. happens here? Something stop. Okay, so we have some brain health promoters. The first one and the most important, weight management. To become active, to exercise is very important for your brain. Fish oils, have in mind that our brain is 70% fat, and antioxidants from fruits and vegetables is very important brain protector. So colorful fruits, flavonoids from dark chocolate, avocado with healthy fats and lutein, dark green vegetables, blueberries with the anthocyanidins is very important to protect our brain. Pomegranate is, we call it fruit from gods, and omega-3 from fish or for supplements. One important protection of our brain, tea and coffee, for both antioxidant and caffeine that stimulate our brain, and the omega-3 fat from nuts. So we have new research in nutrition, and I have three important nutrients or food to protect our brain. The first one is curcumin. In Asia, we have a lot of curry, spice, and this is a powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory that protect your brain. We have this 1.5 year study, and the outcome measures show that curcumin really improve our brain. The second one is pomegranate. We have this 1 year study and with very important science on pomegranate. And the third one is not on the screen, but I want you to write it down. It's a plant called bocopa. Bocopa is a plant from Central America and is very common in Asia, both as tea or supplement, with very important science behind supporting improving memory. And when we're talking about dementia and memory loss, inflammation is the culprit. The inflammatory response on plaques and tangles. What is plaques and tangles? You can see here on the screen, this little dark points is the degeneration in the Alzheimer's disease brain people that got to do with inflammation. And write it down. To the date, the best evidence, according to the National Institute of Health, I was forgetting the National Institute of Health, is long-chain omega-3 fat from supplements or fish oils to protect our brain against this inflammatory. So it's very important to keep our minds active. To be mental active is an important protection to lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Studying, graduating from school, from university, and after you finish your study, I strongly recommend never stop learning, but even when you finish your study, to doing crosswords, Sudoku, reading, following some interesting lectures is very important to keep your brain active. And cognitive training. There is a lot of tools and websites that keeps your brain active. Always try to learn, to challenge your brain, to never stop learning. This is the functional resonant magnetic, and you can see your brain working here on the screen. And these subjects are doing internet research, and they are Googling some issue, and we can see the brain, the color in the brain active. So the most you challenge your brain, the more active it became. There is a lot of these brain fitness programs. You can find in internet, online. And the early we begin with us, the better. So what are the lifestyle strategies to improve our brain health? Exercise, physical conditioning, stress reduction. I will show you that stress is a very important risk factor to good nutrition and to be with your brain active, mental challenge. And my suggestion for you to remember something is to look, to active observe, to snap, to take a picture of what you want to remember, and to connect, to visualize a link. For example, if I am parking my car in a shopping mall and I am parking on the section B, I imagine in my brain a bee, you know, the insect that produce honey, a bee. So I link the B letter with the B insect, and I never forget where I left my car. Other example, this is Harry, for you to remember names and faces. Remember that is a very common complaint. So make a connection. Meet Harry. Harry has a lot of hair, so he's Harry. I want to introduce you, Lisa. Pay attention that Lisa has a Mona Lisa smile, so you never forget the name from Lisa. So the body active, the physical active is very important, because everything that is good for your heart is good for your brain. Everything that we learn that is good, nutrition, physical activity, improve our mental health too. Physical activity increase the circulation in brain, improve attention, improve the mood, increase the brain size. We produce a lot of neurotransmitters that is very healthy for our brain. And as I mentioned before, stress is very bad for our memory. No matter how old you are, if you are under stress, and this year most part of us became very stressed. We have studies with laboratory animals and with humans showing that when cortisol, the stress hormone, increase, our mental performance decrease. So one of the most important tips to improve your memory, control your stress, okay? And diet. Remember, moderate calorie intake in order to protect yourself against obesity, antioxidants, omega-3, low glycemic index carbohydrates, and probiotics. There is a very important link between gut and brain, and the probiotics is very important for both gut and brain health. Do you remember his name? Everybody from media in Philippines? Yes, you remember. He is Harry. And do you remember her name? I can hear from here in Brazil. Yes, her name is Lisa. So I make my point. You never forget to look, snap, and link. It's very easy to have a great memory. Okay? So this is very important. My point is that as time is passing by, you can see you have pre-symptomatic stage. Then here you have the disease. And if you start when you feel the symptoms of memory loss, if you start with the treatment, you can gain 2 or 3 years more of mental ability. But if we start with early prevention, this is the name of the game. When yesterday, the earlier as possible, when we begin with early prevention, we can improve. I am planning to live until 120 years playing soccer and chess. Why playing soccer and chess? Because I'm aiming to become physical and mental active. So for you to have in your mind. What can we do to empower ourselves and others? Encourage, facilitate, and teach those brain healthy lifestyles, diet, physical activity, stress control, sleep is very important, nutrition, memory training. Remember Harry and Lisa. There is a lot of brain exercise we can do. Always became physical active, workout, exercise to build muscle in your body and in your brain, and social engagement, as we are doing here in this meeting. So doing this, we can have a major impact on public health. So thank you very much. Maraming salamat. And I want to call Charmaine again for us to go in our Q&A, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation, Dr. Viuniski. We've learned so much in your presentation. These are exciting developments and exciting inputs that you have. So I believe we have our media have a lot of questions also. But before they get to ask you a question, I will be asking the first questions first. I always have the first dibs. Okay. So yeah, I have prepared some questions here. So my first question is, what are the effective ways to jumpstart one's journey to healthy aging?
Okay, so as I mentioned, no matter the point you are in this journey, the earlier you start is the better. But the best way is to understand that body and mind is one thing, is one universe. You know, our brain, our mind is not out of our body. I think that is a lot of people, oh, I will take care of my muscle, of my weight, and I'm not paying attention in my brain. So the best way to jumpstart is to adopting the healthy lifestyle. And healthy lifestyle is exactly what we just finished to say. Good nutrition, good supplements, physical exercise, brain exercise, stress control, good sleep, and family, love, friends, social life. So the best way, Charmaine, is healthy lifestyle. With this healthy lifestyle is the vaccine, is the protection against memory loss and this dementia and everything.
Okay, so for our next question, please. Okay, so why is maintaining mobility or staying physically active key to healthy aging? What can we do to effectively improve mobility and flexibility?
So, as I mentioned, everything that is good for your heart is good for your brain. It's impossible to talk about healthy itself without mention physical activity. Physical activity is good for body and is good for brain. So when we exercise, our heart rate increase, and we pump more blood to our brain and improve our memory, our neurotransmitters, our mood. And as I mentioned, when we exercise, it's easier to improve our body composition, to improve our weight, to decrease our fat, abdominal fat, and everything decrease our inflammation. To become active is one of the most important anti-inflammatory action that we can do in our life. So this is one of the most important tools to prevent dementia and brain aging. And to effectively improve our mobility, flexibility, the name of the game is exercise. You know, the muscle rules our joints, rule our bones. So to become with balance, to become with mobility, flexibility, is important to exercise. I used to say to my patients, I want to share with you, that when you are going up in a stair, step by step in a stair up, you are exercising your body. And when you go down, you are exercising your brain, because you are working on balance, on mobility, on flexibility. So everything that we are doing got to do with our body and mind fitness. So that's the way we can go to 120 years old.
Okay, so that was all very encouraging inputs, Dr. Viuniski. So I think our media guests are excited to ask their questions already. But before I turn it over to them, I just want to let you know that I'm sold. I believe in what have you been saying, because you are already a proof of it. When I see you, you have very flawless skin, and you know the aura that you have. That's graceful aging. That's gracefully going through the journey of life. So yes, I believe in your um,
So I would like to take advantage of your talk and invite everyone to my birthday party of 120 years. It's going to have part here in Brazil. It's going to be in 2063. And please bring your family, bring your friends, and we're going to dance samba here in Brazil. My 120th anniversary is going to be my pleasure to have all my Philippines friends here. Thank you, Charmin.
okay, 120th birthday. I will take note of that, Dr. Viuniski.
Yes, you have an appointment with me, 2063, March 25.
March 25. Okay, so we have a first question already, Doc. All right. So there. Our first question is from Miss Loida Manuel. Okay. Okay, so are we having Loida ask her question?
Hi, yes.
Good morning, Loida.
Morning. Good morning, Dr. Viuniski.
Good morning, Laidan.
It was a very interesting talk. Thank you very much for all the informations. My
I'm
question
glad you
is
like.
yes, we're living with my in-laws who are both in their 80s. So my question is, how do you think we can promote positive mental well-being for them? And what do you think are the type of support that is required from us as family members?
Okay, this is a very important question, and the answer is very easy. Please write it down. People in our family, our customers, our patients, our readers, everybody pays much more attention in what we do than in what we say. So to be a promoter of a healthy lifestyle, you first got to do what you say. Imagine you invite a doctor to give a lecture about the harmful of smoking, and the guy have a packet of cigarette in the pocket. It's going to be very bad. So to impact our family, our friends, our kids, our parents, is very important. First, we have a result. So it got to do with leadership, the leader that make change, leader by example. So my invitation for all of you is have a healthy aging, became a case of success, and everybody want to do the same that you are doing. So have good nutrition, exercise, take good supplements, control your stress, good sleeping, healthy social life, you're going to feel the results in your body, in your mind, and people will notice, and you will become a mentor, a leader of these changes.
Okay, thank you so much, Loida, for your question. We have another question coming from Lani Bauzon.
Hi, good morning, Nathaniel. Your talk is good news to my mom who's already turning 86 on January. Okay, here's my question. What sort of activities do you need to engage in to improve emotional health as you age and to feel more connected with people?
Okay, Lani. First of all, my greetings, my best energy for your mother. Let's
Thank you.
celebrate that next. And again, to engage people with in this activity, no matter the age, uh, our brain love challenges. What don't challenge you, don't bring your attention. So I think that we should do very little changes in our life. For example, reading is very important. I'm very concerned on this Netflix generation, and I got two daughters with this generation, that they are able to stay 12 hours in front of a screen following some series, but they cannot read 30 minutes a day. And for you to read, you need to exercise your eye, your brain, your memory, your fantasy. So things that we can do with your mother and with our people that we want to change is, for example, to find new pathways to go to supermarket, for example, to do the way you attire your shoes. You can try to do something different. Try to learn new language or to play some musical instruments. This is very important because it challenges your mind, and our brain is plastic. We are always developing new pathways, new ways in our brain. So when you do these simple day-to-day challenges, you know, the routine kills your brain. I used to say to my patients, I want you to write this down: the day that you don't learn something new is the day that you will be old. Every day that we learn something new, we became young. So this is my tips for you. Thank you, Lani.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lani, for your question. We have next, our next question is from Vic Bautista. Vic, are you there?
Yes, 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 yes.
All right,
Ah,
good morning.
hi, uh, hi, Doctor Nathaniel Viuniski.
Good
I
morning.
have a Lola. My grandparents live up to 106, and my dad was
Wow.
up to 96. I hope my
So
mom will live long also. She's now in 87.
Vic, you have
Anyway,
good genetic. Those 30% I mentioned, you are you gained the lottery. Congratulations.
thank you, Doc. My question is memory loss a natural part of aging? And what are the some of the effective ways to stimulate mental function or cognitive skills? That's my question.
Okay, so yes, as I try to show you, Vic, the way we get older, our memory used to decrease, exactly as our vision, our hearing, our taste. But this is very important because at this moment, the science, the nowadays science, we know that after 30 years old, we began to learn to lose muscle. 1% each year. But it's very possible to stay with our memory sharp until 70 years old. So the normal way to decrease our memory it would be after 70. And unfortunately, I'm facing a lot of people with 30, 40, 50 years old with serious memory issues. And I'm very secure that obesity, stress, sleeping issue, sedentarism are the most important killers of our memory. So your question is very important, and my answer would be first, protect yourself against mainly visceral obesity, sedentarism, stress, some smoke, alcohol, and drug abuse is very bad. But the opposite, on the other hand, when you have a healthy weight, when you exercise, when you have the good supplements, and which supplements is better for our brain? Omega-3 fish oil is the key one. Multivitamin and minerals with this antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, all those phytonutrients that have those colorful fruits and vegetables. So this is very important parts of this puzzle to protect our brain. And we have very successful cases that people with 90 years, 100 years old, and very sharp memory and thinking and mood. So our brain is like our muscle. Use it or lose it. This is the name of the game. If we don't use, if you don't learn something new, we begin to lose it. Our brain is plastic, and every day that we challenge our brain, we are protecting and we are increasing our brain health. Thank you, Vic.
Okay, so I've been receiving several questions. So we'll proceed to the question of Miss Ade Ang from adaytoremember.com. Hello, Ade. Good morning.
And what?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Adi. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Nathaniel, for your very, um, it's overloaded information, and it's really helpful, especially for us, because into the future of aging. Just kidding. But anyways, my question now is, what are the exercises or activities that you can suggest for elderlies, like those who are 50 years old and above? Can they still do HIIT exercise?
Sure. This is very important, Adi. And when we talk about physical activity, we have stages or steps from sedentary, from people that are in wandering, from people that are beginning, for people that are in the medium level, and for those high level athletes. So the first thing that we should do is to identify in which step, in which level we are, or our grandfather are, or our customer are, or our neighbor are, or our father are, and to challenge him to go to the next step. So it is impossible to take a housekeeper today and tomorrow to train her to become a marathon or an Iron Man, you know. But it's very we should go on, and for these elderly people, we have some tips that's important to work on: strength, flexibility, and balance. This is the three parts of, so strength to increase muscle mass, flexibility to increase the movement amplitude, and balance. One of the worst things that can happen to an older people is to break some hip or leg, and it got to do with the lack of balance. Most of those people, the dangerous road from an older people is the road that link the bed to the bathroom. 70% of the bone fracture happens in this way, linking bed to restroom. So it's very important in our house to protect this pathway, to don't have any object that may anti-slipping shoes. So to increase strength, to fight against sarcopenia. Sarcopenia means to become with less of muscle, and to increase flexibility and balance. All those exercise like walk, dance, swim, to go up and down in the building stairs. All those exercise, I strongly recommend Pilates. Pilates is, or I can remember the name. Yoga is very powerful. Yoga is very nice, and there is an exercise that people do a lot in the parks in Asia. Is I can remember the Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan is a it's very important for body and brain, because it increase muscle mass, flexibility, and balance. Those are the most important. And the tip is to don't try to make a revolution. In age, we grow by evolution, not revolution. So not trying to transform your grandmother in a marathonist or an Olympic athlete, but to challenge her to go to the next step. This is the way we can work with these people. Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. Thanks, Dr. Nathaniel.
Thank you, Ade. You're looking good yourself. Okay. So our next question is from one multi-awarded health reporter from Net25, Miss Belle Sorara.
Hello po, sir.
Morning, Belle.
Hello. Good morning po, sir. Thank you so much for your very good and very clear presentations po. We've learned a lot po. Okay, this is my questions po, sir. How do diet and nutrition affects mental well-being?
Okay.
Thank you po, sir.
So Belle, have in mind that the worst enemy for our brain is the inflammation. Inflammation is like a war that get older and kill your cells, even your neurons. So your diet could be both or pro-inflammatory or anti-inflammatory. Unfortunately, mainly here in the West world, our diet is extremely inflammatory. For example, talking about omega-3 fat oils, 200 years ago, we used to have 7 parts of omega-6 for 1 part of omega-3. Omega-6 is pro-inflammatory and omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. Nowadays, here in Brazil, Latin America, Europe, we believe that we are eating 47 parts of omega-6 and 1 part of omega-3. It is it kills your brain. So diet is a very important protection or risk factor to your brain health. So again, to decrease your inflammation, decrease your abdominal fat, those brain health promoters I mentioned, fish oil, colorful fruits, mainly avocado, pomegranate, blueberries, tea, green tea, white tea, and coffee is very important for our brain. And again, if you are stressed, you used to eat more, and both stress and bad nutrition uh, decrease your memory and your brain health. So it's very important to improve your lifestyle, diet, exercise, stress control, to take good supplements to protect your brain and your body. Thank you, Belle.
Thank you, Ma'am Bell. Yeah. Next question is coming from Miss Eileen De Leon. Hello, Eileen.
Hi, good morning, Doc.
Good
Hope to
morning.
see you in 2063.
Oh, yes, I will work hard to qualify to be with you, Eileen.
Thanks to your talk. Anyway, my question is, are there ways to improve the sleep quality as you age?
Excuse me, I lose your connection. Can you go again, please?
Are there ways to improve your sleep quality as you age?
Oh, yes.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Eileen, sleep is an habit like to brush your teeth or exercise, and we have to have some hygiene of our sleep. No matter how old you are, you more important than the how long you sleep is the quality of your sleep. So first thing is to avoid exciting things before bedtime. So I see many people watching TV, or nowadays the teenage stay in the cell phone until midnight, having hot conversations. So it's very difficult to decrease. And our sleep health got to do with an hormone called melatonin. And melatonin is produced in dark. And nowadays in Philippines, in Brazil, no matter where, it's almost impossible to become in a complete dark room. Always we have some light, from air conditioner or from our cell phone that is charging, or for our television set. So it's very important to sleep in a dark room. Avoid exciting activities. Avoid caffeine 4 hours before sleeping. Avoid fat meals before sleeping. Avoid alcohol. And of course, we can improve our sleeping, exercising. The most fatigued is our body, is better for our brain to sleep. And the good sleep, as I mentioned, is an habit. After 1, 2, 3 nights with good sleep, your brain go like automatically on this good sleep. So this is one of the pillars of not only brain but general health. The way you sleep got to do with the way you spend your days. It's very important. And for our brain, more than sleep, Eileen, to dream is important. When you dream, you handle all these memories you take all day long. So it's very bad for our brain, those people that used to sleep with this sleep medicine, sleeping pills, because when you take those kinds of drugs, you don't sleep. You follow in a dark room, in a dark sleep, and you don't dream, and your brain don't manage these memories, and you wake up worse than you when you go to sleep. This is very important. Thank you.
Okay, doctor. And I also observed if you get good sleep, you have very good mood the rest of the day.
Yes, that's the secret.
Okay, so we have another question. We're going to entertain three more questions. After this, there will be two more. And then I know there are plenty of questions coming in, but of course, um, time is running out. But we'll have another question now from Maiko Dungo from Manila Connect. Connect Manila.
Hi,
Yes.
hi,
Maiko,
Doc
good
Nat.
morning.
Hi, good morning, ma'am. Hello. Doc, there's a question. My question is there a right age for you to start these steps or procedures towards healthy aging? Because I remember before, when I was in teens, I started working out, and my uncle told me that it's too early for you to work out since you're actually in teens. So you start like 18 or 21 before you start working out. So towards these steps, towards healthy aging, what is the right age?
Thank you, Michael. Very nice question. And remember those examples, the Ernestine Schaeffer, the oldest bodybuilding, she started to work out after 56. And Fowler, he lost his wife, he became widow at the age of 89, and then he started to run. So it's never too late. But of course, the early you start those steps is better. It's very important because at the teenage we have our joints, we have a tissue of growing in our joints that still is open. There's a soft tissue in our joints. So for teenage, it's not very recommendable to work strength, So for children and teenage, it's better to exercise aerobic exercise like running, swimming, playing collective games as basketball, soccer. And I think that your family wisely recommend you that after 18, 21, so you are ready to go to the gym to exercise with weight, because you finish your growth. But those steps, I will became a little bit radical, and I used to say that even in the intra-womb life is the right moment to improve, to protect our brain. So if you are expectant mother, if you are pregnant, this is the moment that you take care of your nutrition or your physical exercise, stress control, because some way you are exchanging with your baby those lifestyle factors. So the early, even before you born, is important to protect and to prevent. But it's never too late. There is nothing impossible, no matter the medical conditions, that in any age is impossible to make some movements and to move your body and to improve your circulation and your body composition.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael, for your question. Okay, it's so nice to see you again. I know, Michael, you have been doing some reports as well with Chinoy TV, right?
Yeah, before, but now
Yeah,
I'm doing
now you're
a
doing
more.
full time again, not vlogging.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So, okay, so we're gonna go to the next question, Dr. Viuniski. We have Mr. Gus Cabredo. Gus, are you ready with your question? Hello, Gus.
You got to
Okay,
unmute your phone, guys.
okay. If Gus is not ready, you
I'm
can
ready. I'm ready. Sorry.
already.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, go ahead.
You
Go
can
ahead.
hear me, right?
Yes,
Yes. Good
very
morning,
clear.
So,
guys.
good morning, doctor. And thanks for the talk. You mentioned that sleeping pills causes dementia, right?
Yes.
So, in that case, what would be a good alternative? Or would you not recommend anything at all?
You know, each case is one case, but sleeping pills, those benzodiazepinic pills, is very against good health, Gus. We can improve our sleeping with physical exercise, improving our diet, stressing, controlling our stress. But sometimes the cause of, for example, anxiety or depression, you can treat with another sort of medication. I strongly recommend phytomedicines like teas. You know, there is a lot of teas that can support your sleep. So this
Mm.
is from nature, is not chemical. And one very important promoter of good sleeping is melatonin. Melatonin is not a medicine. I don't know. It depends on from country to country. In most part of country, melatonin is out counter like a supplement, and
Mm.
you can, as I'm mentioning, nowadays is very difficult. For example, the screen, you know, here in Brazil, I am in the sleeping time now. And to become in front of a screen, our cell phone, our computer, our television set, this blue light from the screen decrease our production of melatonin. So to supplement melatonin can really improve your sleep. So I strongly recommend a neurological or a general practitioner consult for those that are taking these sleeping pills. In my own practice, I face this challenging every day. So I try to stop using this sort of medicine. You know, Brazil is the world champion on consume of those sleeping pills. I think that Brazil consume more than 5 or 6 tons a year of this medicine. It's impressive, and this is very bad for our mood, sleep, and memory. So this is a very important concern. Thank you for your question.
Oh, sorry. But you mentioned tea, right? So, what
Yes.
specific tea would you recommend?
Oh, those herbal teas without caffeine. We have one of the most used and studied is the kava kava tea. You know, kava kava is a medicine plant, is a phytotherapeutic, and this is very natural and it support your sleep, and it's very safe and very efficient for sleeping. Kava kava is
Oh,
one of them.
avocado. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so we have one more live question coming from Miss Angela May Abad. Angela, are you ready to ask your question?
Hello? Hi?
Oh,
Hello.
Angela, there's
Hi.
music in the background.
Hi, Angela.
Hi. I would just like to ask, kasi, how can we take control of our health to live longer despite of the pollution in an unhealthy environment? Because we live in a city, and most of the time it's really unhealthy. There's a lot of pollution. So how can we take control of our health for us to live longer? So I'm in my 20s, early, later in my 30s.
Yes, Angela, this is a very important question. And again, got to do with inflammation and with oxidation. You know, all these things you mentioned, pollution, but also stress, cigarette smoking, sunlight, all those promotes in our body what we call free radicals. Free radicals are substances that age, kill, and get sick our cells from our brain, from our skin, from our liver, from our heart. So everything in this environment, mainly in big cities as Manila, as Sao Paulo, as New York, as Tokyo, this environment is very dangerous for our cells. But we can protect our body with the antioxidants. So everything I mentioned, green tea, omega-3, those colorful fruits, mainly berries and avocado and pomegranate, curry, all those antioxidants protects our brain. So uh, uh, it's like a balance. We need to avoid the maximum we can on these free radicals. For example, to protect our breath from pollution, to don't smoke, stress control. You know, stress is one of the most important producers of free radicals, and to protect our body with the shield of the antioxidants, omega-3, vitamin and minerals, fruits and vegetables, green tea, all those is very important as antioxidants. So this balance is the key. It's not possible nowadays to come back 300 years ago when we live in the country with trees and no pollution, but we strongly can protect our body with the antioxidants.
Doctor, I have one last question, but she wants me to ask it. She doesn't want to ask live, so I'm going to be the one to ask. And it's a very interesting question. She said one of our guests now is asking, her mother-in-law is suffering from dementia for a
Yes.
decade now. She would like to know how long does the disease take to develop before you see warning signs?
Yes. First of all, there is, as I mentioned, there is many different kinds of dementia. You know, Alzheimer's disease is the most common. We believe that more or less 70% of the dementia is Alzheimer's disease, but there is a lot of different ones. There is dementias caused by Lewy body, from injury, but this dementia is it depends on the speed it grows. So it's very common. For example, the first signs and symptoms, the subject try to hide. It's very common. For example, our grandmother, our grandfather make jokes. Oh, I don't remember where I put the keys, or I don't remember your name, and say something funny to don't call your attention on it. This used to be the first signs of dementia. And the other one is little changes in personality. For example, somebody that is very quiet became very communicative, or the opposite. For example, someone that is very friendly became more close. So those little changes in memory and in mood, in personality, are the first step, and dependent on the lifestyle, on medication, on genetics, it may go quicker or slower. But nowadays, with the modern medicines, the modern brain fitness tool, is very possible not to stop, but to decrease the velocity. So that last graphic I showed, that when the symptoms appears, the early you start with the prevention, the longer will become your mental functions. So I would like to send my best wishes from that everything is going to be all right.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Viuniski. Okay, we have gone over time. There were a lot of questions, and we tried to accommodate all the questions that have been sent to us, and those who would like to raise their questions. But of course, we thank Dr. Viuniski for this opportunity of having you today as our special guest for this morning. Okay, we'd like to, if you have your message to our guests for this morning, Doctor. Okay. Yes, I think there's a little, okay. I hope that you have. Yes, there you go, Doctor. Yes, Doctor, we'd like to ask for your message this morning to our guests.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you again for your support, for your invitation. Sridhar, Marie, Charmaine, everyone in room, Susan, thank you for your confidence. I was very glad to share this knowledge with you. I want to wish you all good holidays, the best year ever, 2021. And my last message, this is a very important knowledge, that in life, the longer we live, the most we learn. But in nutrition, the most we learn, the longer we live. Wow, this is so important. I will say it again. In life, the longer we live, the most we learn. But in nutrition, the most we learn, the longer we live. I think that the knowledge we exchanged this morning about good nutrition, good supplements, physical exercise, stress control, good sleeping, it's a very important tool for us to live longer, healthier, and happier. Is what I wish for me. I wish it for my family, and I wish for you, for your family. And again, I'm planning to visit you very soon in Philippines, but we have an appointment 2083, March 25, my 120 years birthday celebration We are going to dance a lot here in Brazil. Bring your family, bring your love, and we are going to have a lot of fun. Thank you. And it was one of the biggest pleasure in my life to be with you this morning. Hope to see you very soon again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. We learned so much from this morning. It's a very productive morning for all of us. So from here, from Herbalife, we are so happy to have you this morning, all of our media friends and our blogger friends, those who are who attended this morning session. So of course, we'll be receiving gifts from Herbalife. We'll be sending you
Wow.
our extra cal for calcium strength, for bone health, no? And then we're also sending over fiber and herb, which will in help you in regularity. This is fiber, of course, which is good for your digestion. So, guys, thank you so much again, and happy holidays. And and I hope you enjoyed this morning's session with Dr. Viuniski. Thank you so much, Dr. Nathaniel Viuniski. We hope to see you here in the Philippines soon. Of course, thank you to Sridhar and to Marie and to Anna. Anna, our head of corporate communications for Herbalife. Thank you so much. And have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.